So I'm now at the historic Davenport Hotel in Spokane, Washington for the conference or the workshop I'm going to be doing with Ray Edwards. Really excited to get started with that. And I gotta say, quite the hotel. Okay, so what I really wanted to talk to you about today is I wanted to share 5 key elements to an effective website. I know that a lot of things get tossed around in terms of what makes a good website. Should it look pretty? Should it load fast? Should it do all these things? But it comes down to 5 really key, core, important elements to what will really make a website effective. Oh, and just a quick side note, by the way, no, this is not a paid advertisement for the historic Davenport Hotel. It just so happens to be a really nice hotel. Okay, so tip number 1, and this is so important. So very few websites do this, or at least do it well, and that is your website should have some sort of welcome mat, some sort of welcome page. Now this can be really simple. It can tell people who you are, what you do, some of the core services that you offer, but at the end of the day, the most important thing that you can do is make sure that your page or your site, or when people hit your site for the first time, they know how you can benefit them. I see so many different people say, "Hi, I'm a graphic designer, I do this." But at the end of the day, somebody who's visiting that website for the first time doesn't know, look, that's great, you do this, or you enjoy that, or you like the color pink, but it doesn't help me as a business owner or as a customer solve my problem. So make it very clear who you are and what you do right up front. That's where a welcome mat comes in really handy. Now the whole idea with this as well is a welcome mat or a welcome page isn't something that a person will see over and over and over again. If you go to yourdomain.com, it shouldn't be the thing that people see every single time they visit your website. Instead, what should happen is if they hit your website for the very first time, at that point, then they should be redirected to the welcome page. That way, people who are new are getting a nice brief synopsis or an overview of who you are and what you do. And then every single subsequent time they visit after that, then they can get the latest content since they already know who you are. Okay, and tip number 2 is that your website has to help build an email list. This doesn't matter if you are building a personal site or if you're building a full-on corporate business site. It has to somehow build an email list, and you don't want to do what just about everybody new out there tends to do, which is just to say, join my email newsletter, and then they never actually end up sending out any emails. You want to create some sort of incentive for somebody to join your email list. You can create a PDF, a report, a guide, a video, a course. Create something that when they join your email list, they are then going to be given access to whatever that free extra bonus thing is. And on top of that, you want to make sure that the website is created, is designed, is laid out in such a way as to make it prominent and easy for people to see where they can opt in. So a top right-hand corner button, a front page button, a form that's inline that shows up at the top or at the bottom of blog posts. Just make sure that joining your email list is something that is built into every aspect of the website that you are creating. Okay, so tip number 3 is similar to tip number 1, but kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum. When people have already visited your site and they already know who you are and what you do, you want to make it really simple and easy for people to find the latest things that you have created. People should be able to go to your front page, yourwebsite.com, and if they've already been welcomed, they're gonna want to see the latest thing that you've created. Is that a blog post? Is it a podcast? Is it a video? Make it easy for people to see the latest piece of content that you've created. So one great way to do that is to make sure that the first post or the newest post is highlighted, it's big, it's bold, and everybody can see very clearly the latest thing that you've created. Okay, so tip number 4 is that you want to work in, and this is great for your welcome page, but all throughout your site in general, you want to establish some sort of social proof. So if you have customers or clients who you've worked with in the past who can give you some sort of testimonial or referral about the work that you do, that is key. So collect those over time. You can even reach out to them via email and say, hey, would you be willing to work up some sort of testimonial for me? Because it's way too easy in today's digital day and age to just create a really cheap or quick website and throw a bunch of content in there, list a bunch of credentials, and really not convince someone of the authority that you have in the market that you're working in. So you want to establish a nice list, a growing list of testimonials of people who can vouch for your work, can give you, all the praise that will instill confidence in other people visiting the site for the first time. The higher level of endorsement that you can get, if you can get people who are recognized in your industry as being leaders and authority, that is even better. And you want to make sure that those are clear and visible throughout your entire site. And number 5 applies to just about anyone visiting your website. It could be somebody who's brand new, somebody who returns regularly, or even somebody who just comes by on occasion as they hear about what you do. What you want to do is create something on your site that is kind of a getting started guide. So the way that this typically is embodied is in some sort of collection of portal links. So if somebody is new, they may not necessarily want to just see the latest piece of content that you've created. That may not be the most helpful for them. So instead, you want to create a collection of links that list out kind of those, like I said, getting started guides. So what is kind of your cornerstone content? What are some of the blog posts you've written or podcasts you recorded or videos you've created that would be good for people to get a good taste of who you are and what you do? Collect those together, put them together as like a collection or a series of portal links so people can get started really quickly and easily, and they can get a quick win from you just by visiting that portion of your website. Okay, so that's my 5 tips. Now I could just leave it at that and say, hey, go off and try to make a website like that, but I'm gonna do one better in this video, which is that I'm going to be giving away a copy of the Authority theme, which is a theme that I have created in partnership with Ray Edwards. So I've mentioned Ray in previous episodes in the past. Ray is a copywriting and marketing expert, best-selling author. He's got a very popular podcast, has his own YouTube channel, who I'm going to link below, so you definitely want to check out Ray's work if you're not already familiar with him. But I'm going to be giving away 1 license to the Authority theme. So like I said, I've worked on this theme in partnership with Ray Edwards, and it's available over at Notable Themes, a brand that I am the founder of. And we've just been really excited to see the way that this new theme has helped Ray and a lot of his customers and clients grow their businesses. And as you may have guessed, all the things that I've outlined in this video and more are included in the Authority theme. So the Authority theme is a WordPress-based website theme that you can just install and set up in 30 minutes or less and have a website that just merely looks pretty, but helps you build a business as well. So look at the description below this video where I will leave a link to how you can, there'll be instructions, there'll be a place that you can click to join in and enter the contest. There's going to be a ton of different ways that you can enter. So one important key tip I can give you in terms of boosting your chances of winning the Authority theme is to share this contest and share the video, because the more time that you share the contest, the more entries you're going to be able to receive. So if for whatever reason you are not the winner of the Authority theme, don't worry, because I'm going to be doing a lot more giveaways in the future. I just did recently an Amazon gift card giveaway. I'm going to be doing more of those in the future, probably be giving away themes and plugins that I am creating over at Notable Themes, as well as some t-shirts and a whole bunch of other things. So if you are not already subscribed, make sure you click that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. We always do appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.